If you look at the way a typical organization communicates today compared to how they communicated, let's say 15 years ago, right? So 15 years ago, electronic communications meant email. Today, in a typical organization, you've got tens, if not hundreds of channels of communication.
So the biggest change that I see is that the world has gotten a lot smaller and it's getting a lot faster. And so social allows us to be able to address both.
So the way in which I use communications has changed fundamentally in the last 15 years. My inbox is jammed constantly. My email is not the way to find me.
Gen Y is going to represent 50% of the disposable income over the next 10 to 15 years. Well, guess what? Gen Y is on social. So if you want to reach your customer, you need to be where the customer is. And increasingly, your customer is living and communicating through social channels.
As we generationally move on, Gen Y now does not separate personal and professional. You gain so much more from giving some of yourself and not just being the professional individual, because people buy from people. And that's very important to remember.
To truly become a social business, you need to change behavior inside your organization. That's tough to do. Now, we're helping our customers with that by integrating these forms of communication, by integrating social communications into the everyday life of their employees. If you're on the go, if you're at home and you see something interesting, you read something interesting, right there you can send that to your network over Twitter or LinkedIn or Facebook, and all of the compliance and monitoring capabilities that are necessary are built into that application.
When you look at the story of Actiance and what we've been able to develop through our platform in addressing instant messaging, in addressing collaboration, and now moving into the social world, we're really, I think, the best positioned organization to be able to be prepared for what comes next.
My bet would be that the next Facebook is going to be extremely mobile oriented.
The technology will route the communication to me on the device or the application that makes the most sense for me.
Individual personal networks. So taking the Facebook experience and being able to drill it down so that it becomes the Victor experience.
And we're not going to see any sort of decrease in this, because every time I turn around, there's going to be a new system that some group within the organization is going to want to support.
Whatever the next Facebook is, whatever the next LinkedIn is, you can be assured that you'll be compliant, and we'll give you the ability to manage that so you can enable that for your organization.